I'm Joseph Brooks, and this is Lawyer in the Kitchen. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make easy wine braised short ribs. These cook in about 4.5 hours altogether. These are going to be fantastic. They're easy to make. Anybody can do it. The ingredients are some beef short ribs, some pancetta. If you don't have that, you can use regular fatty bacon, a mirepoix or the carrots, celery, and onions, 2 garlic heads cut in half, some butter, some mushrooms later. We'll saute those. We'll put those in at the end. And then, of course, some fresh thyme, some fresh rosemary, some bay leaves, salt and pepper, and, of course, a good wine that's decent, something you'd actually drink. We'll use a whole bottle in this dish. And then we're going to light this on fire, some brandy, and add another layer of flavor. First thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 275 while we're cooking everything else. And then we're going to get our oil shimmering hot. At the end, you're going to take some of this oil and the fat off, but we're going to wait till the end. A lot of people do it in the beginning. I want to wait till the very end so I have complete control over that. All right, so now we need salt and pepper. What I like to do is go ahead and salt and pepper them in the container. All right, so let's look at this now. This is nice. See how hot this is? That, and if we're right, I'll tell you what, we're going to know right now if we are. If we're right, so we turn this in upside down, it should sizzle right now, like that. Now we're going to turn it down just a little bit so we don't burn them. And then go ahead and get the salt on the other side. Get the pepper. And it's fine if you get some in the pan. It's not going to hurt a thing. It's going to all be in there. Now we're going to let those cook 2-3 minutes on each side until they're nice and brown. All right, so it's time to check and see what we've got. If it's not brown enough, we'll leave it on there another minute. Ah, that looks good. That looks nice. Nothing's on the pan yet. Nice, nice. Okay, I thought you were cutting stuff up.
I'm cutting stuff up.
Okay, yeah, you're cutting up, not cutting up. All right. Here we go. That one's good. Almost went out of the pan. We're ready to turn that over. We're ready to turn that one over. That one can cook a little bit longer. That one's perfect. All right, so now we're going to do, this doesn't call, I'm not seeing this in any recipe yet, but I like to do it because it adds another layer of flavor. Now, I'm sure there's a better way to light this, but with my kitchen, I want to be a little careful. So don't put too much in there. I like to get this going first. And then light it. That'll add some flavor. Now, you don't have to light it, but I'm into a little drama. And this is drama. It looks good. Unless you burn your house down, then that'll be pretty bad. This is about 4 ounces of pancetta. It's the only difference between this really and bacon is that bacon is smoked. Okay? This is not smoked. But if you don't have pancetta, get bacon. It's fine. Nice and fatty bacon. The next thing is the vegetables. We're not trying to cook these through at all. I'm sure there's a better way to move them over there, but this gets it. All right, while that's doing that, we're going to open up our can of tomato paste. If I can find a can opener. Now, I would use my mother-in-law's can opener, but it won't fit on this little can, so just so she knows. All right, get a spoon. Check to see where we are on this. This is getting close now. We don't want to cook this down. We just want to get them started. go ahead and get your water hot because we're going to put the beef base in, and then we're going to add about 3 cups of hot water with the beef base. I'm going to stir it up there because it's better. We'll get it all mixed in nicely. Now I'd say just get a nice healthy spoonful of this. This is tons of flavor, very concentrated. Our water's warm. We want to make sure we have enough because we want to just cover the meat, or just very close to covering the meat when it goes back in. We'll just let that sit for a minute. This is cooking nicely now. Now it's time to put the wine in, which is right over here. Put a little bit in there now, and then we're going to put the meat back in. Cheaper too, honestly. There you go, all over the place. All right, that's plenty right there. Give it a little stir. Don't need to taste anything. This is going to cook for about 4 hours at 275. Now it's time to cut our garlic in half. Just take the whole head, cut it about there. Peel off any extra stuff you can. That's not going to hurt a thing. Okay, see you in 3 hours when we saute the mushrooms while this continues to cook. Lid on, 275 for 3 hours. Last hour, we'll do the mushrooms and then we'll put them in. It's been 4 full hours now, and we're getting ready to take the beef ribs out. And I'm on the stove. And we're going to make sure they're nice and hot, and then we're going to thicken this. This may be, some people will be very happy with as thick as it is right now. Okay. I like it a little bit thicker, so I'm going to heat it. We're going to get this. What I've done here is just simply put a slurry of about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour in very cold water. I put ice in a glass, fill it up with water, get it very, very cold, and then put that in another glass, and then add the flour to it, and this makes it, there's no lumps. And then I stir it with this little mini whisk. This is boiling nicely. Thicken this up. That looks good. Put a little parsley. And that is easy wine braised short ribs. I hope you enjoy them. They look great. I bet they're soft. Let's try a fork on this. Look at that. That's good. That's real good. That's so tender. It's great. Thanks for coming by.